RocSports, I'm back with another video. If you can tell by the title, this is another video, another prediction video. We got another one of them great ones that we boxing fans crave, man. David Benavidez against Caleb Plant. Let's get right into it. Excuse the little buzzing noise. I can't do nothing about it, man. Y'all know the setting right now. But I had to get this video out. So, man, I got to give it up to both guys. First thing first, you know I always got to do that. To Caleb Plant and to David Benavidez. Yes, we should get this more often. But at the same time, when we do get these, I want to give these fighters their flowers and appreciation before the fight and after the fight. You know what I mean? But I think that this fight definitely has the makings to be fight of the year, at least a candidate. You know what I mean? This is everything that we would want in a fight, in a championship fight, even though it's for a mandatory of a belt. But these are two champions, man. Like this is elite fighters fighting as close as you can get to as elite stars. You know what I mean? This is everything. The bad blood, man. Let's get right into it. These dudes has been having bad blood, and they have been supposed to fight longer than Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, if we being honest. Because they've been in the same weight class, they've been on the same promotion company, you know what I mean? All of that. They had run-ins with each other where stuff has gotten bad. They legit have bad blood. There's no faking here. I'm sure everybody knows that that's come across this video. But if you didn't, it'll give you a little bit of clarity on why things are so intense right now. So, I'll be honest. I'm really torn with this fight, man. Like, this is of all of the fights that's going on in boxing, or that has been talked about going on in boxing over the years, this has been top 5 for me, easily. Like, I'm talking about from Charlo to Canelo, to Charlo to Benavidez, to Canelo to Canelo to Errol to Terrence to Sean Porter. All of these fights that we have seen, to Deontay Wilder, this probably has been like 4 or 5 in terms of fights that I've been waiting to see, man. Again, partially because the bad blood, the styles, everything, man. Like this is just has all of the makings for a great fight. I've been torn in terms of my prediction because I really can see both guys winning both ways. I don't see this fight being a draw. I would be shocked if this fight ends in a draw. But I can see Caleb Plant winning by decision. I can see David Benavidez winning by knockout. And I can honestly see David Benavidez winning by decision. And I can honestly see Caleb Plant winning by knockout. There's a lot of X factors with this fight. Again, from the bad blood to the experience, the unknown. Not that Caleb has a ton of experience, but he has been in tougher fights. And even aside from the Canelo fight, but obviously just the Canelo fight, he has been in tougher fights, and especially with the Canelo fight. David Benavidez has been on some big stages in terms of big undercards for big fights. I remember him being on the Errol and Mikey card and a couple of them. But I can honestly see Caleb dropping Benavidez, man. He's very hittable. And I don't want to get too technical in terms of where I see stuff at. Again, I'm no peer. It's just me as a fan, you know what I mean? But the left hook, if everybody knows that Caleb Plant, anybody that watched Caleb Plant knows, man, he has a very good left hook. Dropped Uskatagi with it, hurt a lot of guys with it, fucking wiped Darrell completely out, man. Excuse my language, man. Completely wiped Darrell out. Retired Darrell with his left hook, retired Darrell. So he has a very nice hook, and Benavidez is susceptible to getting hit, period, but the left hook, look out for that. But flipping it over real quick, in terms of being vulnerable and being able to hit, now Caleb Plant is, I would like to say, very defensive responsible, very defensively sound. But it's when he's right. You know what I mean? Once Caleb Plant, he has a tendency to fade, man. For whatever reason, I know that he trains his ass off. I know that he works with Larry Wade, been working with him. I know that Breadman is the truth. I know that him and Jordan eat clean. You know what I mean? Like, I know that he lives a healthy lifestyle, but for whatever reason, Caleb Plant fades in fights, man, and this has been my guy. Like, he's been one of the guys that I consistently root for, that I would say that I'm emotionally invested in when he fights. For the simple fact that his story, just everything, like, it's hard not to root for a guy like Caleb Plant, to me. Now, I understand that this dude has beef with everybody that he didn't pretty much fought, but at the end of the day, it's a fight. But anyway, he fades in fights. So my point is, I don't think that he's necessarily so easy to hit early in fights, even though I do think Benavidez will get off some. But I think that later in the fight is where he really, really, like, awareness should go up. You know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of him getting caught, anything, because for whatever reason, the hand gets lower, that mouth starts dropping, and he's just not the same fighter defensively. Now, in terms of David, though, never seen him in this type of shape, man. Never seen him in this type of shape for this fight. I'm just going to be going back and forth. This video all over the place. Again, y'all know I'm at work, so I'm just getting it in while I can. You feel me? But there's a lot of build up in this fight. Even the father, Jose Benavidez, is very agitated with Caleb Plant. He's talking more honestly than David is. But okay, getting back to the fight though, it's so much I want to touch on, man. I wish I would have done videos leading up more, and I had, you know what I mean, just stuff be all over the place. But anyway, David Benavidez, I think he does have the quicker head speed, but I think that Caleb Plant is faster feet. I think he's just more athletic, period. Upper body movement, lower body movement, footwork, all of that. But David Benavidez is one of the best combination punchers in the sport. Accuracy, power, speed, that's a deadly combination. On top of him being as big as he is and aggressive as he is with his mindset. So if Caleb, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm torn with this fight, because it's something in me that thinks that Caleb really wants this fight. Not that he didn't want other fights, but obviously that this one means a little bit more. There's a little bit more juice added to this one. They even brought up Caleb Plant's daughter, man, which I think was, you know, out of bounds. But I see Caleb Plant winning the early rounds. Benavidez catching him here and there, but Caleb Plant really almost dominating early, meaning like the first 3-4 rounds. Benavidez may have a few moments, but I see him dominating Benavidez early. And I think Caleb Plant gonna get a little too comfortable, and he gonna get caught. And I think that's going to be the difference. And then Benavidez is going to start to get confidence. He's going to start smiling and coming forward. You know how he do. He's going to be sitting right in Caleb's place. And Caleb, again, that mouth going to start dropping open. And I just think that he's going to start going to Caleb's body early. I think that Benavidez is going to try to pace because they think that Caleb is going to fade. So I think that Benavidez is going to come out with his composure. But I got an X factor to that too. But I think Benavidez is gonna try to, you know, take him to the deep waters a little bit. I think they're gonna try to invest in the body early and then try to tee off on him late, walk him down late. But Benavidez is much more aggressive than Canelo, man. And I think he will be, especially against Caleb Plant, given the bad blood, but just fighting style, size, all of that. Canelo walked Caleb Plant down, but he really wasn't active like that. If you really go back and watch that fight, he wasn't too aggressive like that. And when he did, he made him pay here and there. Caleb's a tough dude, man. He don't get enough credit for his chin neither. But he made him pay. But it was really the body shots that had a big effect on him, on Caleb, in my opinion, as well as the Uskatigi fight. But that was around the time when he got caught due to the body. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of give and take. But I think Benavidez's downfall to me could be, I think that he could, there's a high chance that Benavidez can fight very emotional in his fight. You know, just with everything. But I think Caleb Plant wins the early rounds, gets caught, due to confidence, Benavidez starts to get a little confidence. The crowd gets into it, and I think that he's gonna start walking Caleb down, man. And I do think that there's a chance again that both guys can drop each other, but I'm gonna go with man. My heart is telling me to go with Caleb, man. Go with Caleb with the decision, as well as Caleb he's gonna drop him once. But my head is telling me Benavidez late stoppage, like round 10 or 11 stoppage for Benavidez. But I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. I'm anxious to see the little B-Hop back in the ring. That's a good fight. I want to see him get back on track too, man. He's too young. His personality and stuff is great for the sport. We need B-Hop to get back right too, to get back in the mix with all of these other guys. But yeah, man, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm going with Benavidez 10, 11, and that's what it is, man. This is RocSports. I will have a post-fight video. Stay tuned. More videos on the way. All of my boxing, NFL, and NBA fans, like, share, and subscribe, man. Keep coming back. I'm gonna be dropping more content.